welcome to this 40th video on Excel. In this video, we will be using this random data set generated using Python again, and this is payment failure records. We have 1,000 records, and we have the user ID, the error type that they experience, the date on which they experience those failures, and customer flag, whether the customer is new or old. Now in this video, in the earlier video, what we explored is that the distribution of records by customer type, by error type, as well as mix of those two. Here we will try to see that typically uh, how many these failures were experienced by these customers. So to do that, we'll first of all, what we'll do is that we'll explore the data to set to get the number of failure experienced by each user, and we can do it using pivot by creating pivot. So here, but here we'll be using this group by formula. So I have written this here. I'll just put this formula here, and what we are doing is that we are taking this column A, and which we want to put in rows, then column A again, because we want to get the count as well, and this function count A, and 3 indicates that I want the headers as well. So with this formula I'm getting this records, and we have 285 user IDs here, and we can see that many of these users have experienced more than one failure as well. Now to understand it in a better way, what we will do is that we can again group by these count of records, and for each of these counts, for example, how many users have experienced failure 3 times, how many users have experienced failure 1 time. We can do this by again using this group by formula that I have written here, and I'll show you the result first, and then I'll explain the formula as well. Okay, so let me just put this formula here, and once I do this, you see this is how it looks like. And here I'll just change this from 7 to 91 and 7 to 91. Okay, now we have the frequency and the count of users who experience these many failures. So let me just put a total at the end. You can see that we have 285 records here. Okay, and this is the frequency and or number of failures, and this is count of users. Now this formula that I have used here is again group by, where what we are doing is that we are grouping on this column I. So we want to group on column I, so column I will essentially be in rows from 1 to 9, and then we are taking this column H to get the count of user IDs with that frequency, and then rest of the arguments are like which function I want to use. I don't want headers here, that's why I have changed it from row 7 to 291, and then I don't want a total value as well, that's why the other argument is also 0. So this is I don't want headers, this is I don't want total, and this one is for sorting, so that this the row that we are getting here, this is sorted, so the last argument is for that, this one. Now from here we can see, and if we add a percentage here, so I'll just do this 39 divided by 285, and I'll put this with dollars just to fix this cell. Okay, so now from here, if I drag this formula, and if I make it percent, we can understand that 13 or close to 14% of users have experienced only one failure, and rest of the users So here if you take 14, around 86% of users have experienced multiple failures. So yeah, I mean there is some issue with this uh, payment data. And in the earlier video we have seen that there are different kind of error types and we have also seen in the earlier video that yeah, older customer they were experiencing more failures. So this way we can analyze the data further and we can present it to our stakeholders, highlighting that yeah, it's not that people are experiencing failure only one time. There are majority of records who are experiencing failure multiple times, and then we can investigate this further to understand why that is the case and how we can resolve it. So I hope you like this video. Do subscribe my channel and share this video amongst your friends. See you in the next video.